Okay, since John is the man, I just wanted to make a quick video response to this atheist lady on YouTube. I mean, she spouts a lot of BS in her video Origin of Stupidity. So when people talk knowingly on things they know absolutely nothing about, like that kind of irks me. So that's the reason why I'm making this video. So bear with me on the camera quality or the baby in the background. It's not really my baby, but Alright, so without further ado, let's just listen to some of the BS that she is talking in this video. I'm watching the video, by the way.
Being stripped of our God-given liberties.
Your God-given liberties, Kirk, are not given by God, but by other people. That's why when you need to know what liberties you have, you don't open the Bible, you open the Constitution.
Now, this is one of the main reasons why I will never be an atheist. Like, she honestly believes that instead of God giving us our rights, that people give us our basic human rights. And she's even misrepresenting the Constitution here, because they say that we're endowed by our Creator, and that's what makes our rights inalienable. Because, if people are responsible for our basic human rights, then people can take them away. I really don't think that atheists realize just how dangerous this kind of thinking really is. I mean, if atheists honestly believe that the government is in control of our basic gives us our basic human rights, thus the government has the power to take our basic human rights. I mean, it's dangerous, and it's just amazing to see that they honestly believe that. Alright, let's just listen to some more BS.
The Ten Commandments are no longer allowed to be displayed in public places.
Bullshit. They can obviously be displayed on public places, and that's why you find them everywhere, from churches to bus stops, because you rats are displaying them everywhere you can. But you cannot display them on government properties, just like you can't display the we can read on government properties. But you're not pleading for that, are you?
Now she's talking about the Ten Commandments not allowed on government properties. Now, she's kind of ignorant on this too, because there actually is a lot of religious symbolism on government properties. It's just not Christian symbolism on government properties. It's symbolism from an ancient Egyptian religion that is actually a branch of an ancient Babylonian religion that is the exact opposite of Christianity. And if you look at the lady's charm on her necklace, it's a Wiccan charm, but it also has a lot of Freemasonic symbolism. So when you understand things like this, because Wiccan is just another branch of the ancient Babylonian religion. So when you understand all this, you basically understand why she's making a video like this, and why they wouldn't allow things that has to do with Christianity on government buildings. So, and another thing that she does that really disturbs me is she basically refers to all Christians as rats. I mean, she might as well have took a page right out of Hitler's playbook on that one. I mean, because I remember he referred to the Jews as rats before he slaughtered them. I mean, it's a part of the build up to genocide. I mean, atheists don't really realize this. I guess, if you don't study your history, you're doomed to repeat it. But this is how things like genocide happen. It's genocide talk. First you lump a group of people together and separate them. Jewish people or black people, and then you try to make them as if there's something that is not human. Like, that's not a human being. It's a nigger, or it's a creationist, or just make someone just lower than a human being. It's a rat. Everybody, the rat thing, it's just everybody compared things like that to rodents. The Nazis compared the Jews to rodents. I know racist white people compared black people to rats. I know even the genocide in Africa, they were comparing the Tutsi to rats. So when atheists talk like this about Christians, it's really disturbing, and and for good reason. So with that being said, we just move on to our next point.
Among 19 to 25-year-olds.
Oh my god, the evil education. It makes kids use reason and logic. We can't have that in schools.
Oh yeah, she's not even done.
Of our nation.
What you actually want to say is that your nation is no longer brainwashed in schools into believing in your personal deity. That's terrible, Kurt. Just terrible. But
Now, on this, she's saying that people are using logic and reasoning, and that's why people are atheists. And when she says things like this, like, I think it's kind of funny because she's actually misrepresenting Kirk. Kirk was saying that the alternate view wasn't being wasn't being seen, that they were just getting one viewpoint in schools and the alternate view was just being shut out. And that's actually the exact opposite of reason, the exact opposite of logic. And I'm sorry, but that's basically what atheism is about. Like, it's funny to see you people claim that you're about reason and logic and then shut off the other viewpoint. If you were about reason and logic, you wouldn't shut off the other viewpoint. Like, I'll get into this later, but I guess we gotta move on to, our next point. The next this is a real facepalm moment for me. So let's just listen to this.
of species, the book. But here's an idea. Why not some popular atheists like Richard Dawkins would start giving away free Bibles? But not just like that. A special edition with a 50-page introduction to it, in which he would include, I don't know, like Adolf Hitler's undeniable connection with Christianity, the history of hundreds of years of women oppression justified by the Bible. Same thing with racism justified by the Bible. Also the historical atrocities like the Inquisition, the Crusades, the witch hunts, all done in the name of your Lord.
Wow. I mean, that's a huge facepalm right there. I mean, the level of ignorance in that one comment is just amazing. Alright, let's see. I mean, first she says that Hitler has some sort of connection with Christianity. I mean, wow. I mean, Hitler hated Christians. He basically killed Christians. His only connection, I mean, he was more connected toward atheism, but his only connection with Christianity was of the high-ranking members of the Catholic Church and the Pope and things like that, the Pope of that time. And if you know anything about Christianity, you would know that the high-ranking members of the Catholic Church and the Pope have nothing to do with Christianity. It's just another branch of that ancient Babylonian religion, just like your Wiccan religion just like her Wiccan religion that she follows with that little Masonic pendant of hers. I mean, it is amazing. And then she blames Christians for things like the Crusades. They killed Christians in the Crusades. They killed Jews in the Crusades. Like, people just misrepresent things like that, and it wasn't Christians doing it. It was the people from that ancient religion that is the exact opposite of Christianity. Like, the level of ignorance is just amazing from this lady. I mean, I have a lot more stuff, but I'm gonna finish up here because the last thing and the basic whole point of our video was to take the 50 pages that explain important things that I would want to know. Like, I would want to know if Darwin was a racist person, if he believed in a racial hierarchy and I was somehow below him because I'm a black man. I would want to know that before I subscribe to his theories. But she's basically saying, take these 50 pages and rip them out, burn them, do whatever to those 50 pages that represent the alternate viewpoint, and just focus on that one view. And that is the basic heart of atheism. This is what they preach. Don't listen to the alternate viewpoint, when that's not even what they do in colleges. What they do in colleges is they read one viewpoint, then they read the other viewpoint, so they can learn to think for themselves, so they can learn to have a mind of their own and not be such mindless atheist drones like you people try to teach them to be, so they won't just regurgitate the information that Thunderfoot gave them in a video, or regurgitate information from Richard Dawkins' book. God, atheist drones, people make me sick. Alright, I'm done.